life is simple as can be. A simple life is really all you need. Camp Colossians, come along with me. With Jhet and Wes, it's real simple and free.
Well, hey campers, how you doing? Wes here of Jhet and Wes. The H is silent in Jhet, and Jhet is he's out in the field this week. Not this field. He's up in Washington with some high school students, teaching them the finer points of camping. It's hard to beat without your partner in crime, Jhet, but he sent us some photos that we can take a look at. Let's look at one now. And here's another one. And let's look at one more. Well, as you can see, Jet's having a real productive time up in Washington. He'll be back next week. But hey, life moves on down here. We're week 4 of Camp Colossians, bringing you real, simple lessons. And this week, to help me out, I brought a special friend of mine, a special guest contributor, my good buddy, Darrel. Darrel, say hi.
Hi, campers.
Darrel, why don't you tell them how we met?
Well, Wes and I go way back to Vest, Virginia, where we met at a Vest convention.
That's right, yeah.
Well, we've been best buddies ever since.
Best buddies, you got that? He's got the best puns in the vest. I'm just trying to keep up with you. Well, this week, Bill's gonna be right near the end of Colossians chapter 2, talking about freedom from human regulations. And you know, that's one of the things that I really appreciate about camping, is that you're able to get away from all the people and the rules and the regulations and telling you what to do and where to be and how. But Darrel, it feels like there's a change afoot in the culture of camping.
Really?
That I sense. As a matter of fact, there's an example of it right here in front of us. Why don't you look? What do you see down here, Darrel?
Well, I see some rocks and some twigs and some wood, and well, I see a fire pit.
Well, I see a message loud and clear. It says, fire, you may burn in here, but you may not burn outside of these rocks. It's another human regulation. And Bill says we need freedom from human regulations. And I know he would back me up on that. And Darrel, I know you back me up on that too.
Well, you know, I'd really like to, Wes, but I'm actually a rule and sign enforcer.
Darrel, no.
There are regulations. In fact, I have the rules for the fire pit use right there.
Darrel, I'm heartbroken. Fire must not be larger than 3 foot in diameter and 2 foot high. Must be contained in the fire pit. Must have a shovel and sand and a water hose. Must be completely extinguished. Must. Haul your garbage out with you. I'm fed up with all these musts and human regulations. I'm putting on my aviator shades of Defiance.
Oh, Wes.
You're looking at Rebel West now. I'm gonna go find some signs and I'm gonna defy them. Because Bill says it's the end of human regulation.
Well, Wes, tell me what you learned today.
Well, I learned it's hard to defy stuff when you're following me around.
Yeah.
But in truth, I did learn, Darrel, that perhaps I was misinterpreting that particular passage of the Bible. I will take off my aviator shades of Defiance. Perhaps Pastor Bill will be able to shed a little bit more light on what it means to be free from human regulations. I clearly need a little more schooling on that. Well, that's all we got for you this week. Next week, we'll be back with another real simple lesson. We'll see you next week, campers.
With Jhet and Wes, it's real simple and free.